Hi, and welcome to Starlight House. I'm Prashant, and this is your weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Capricorn. This is a general reading, so may not resonate with everyone. But if it does, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading, and if you do, please do like, subscribe, and share. That would be very helpful. Thank you. The cards are extra jumpy today. Capricorn, how are you doing? October is almost ending. I know, right? 2020 is approaching. 2021 is approaching. 2020 is ending. I hope. That's like looking forward to that. How about you? Alright, Capricorn, let's see what we're thinking of towards this end of October, beginning of November. What's going on? Page of Chalices, explorative energy seeking new relationship or new love. Blocked by competitive energy, Seven of Wands, past situations, High Priestess, connecting feelings and wisdom, Mind's Ambition, Six of Wands, moving past, creating new opportunities, moving past conflicts, creating new opportunities. So competition could have led to like partial conflict or something else. Heart's Ambition, Six of Chalices, another six card, reminiscing about the past, connected to your High Priestess, future situations, Tower, transformation. Okay. Suggested advice or action, Seven of Swords, self-deception, own bad psychological behaviors. Context for this advice, Four of Swords, heal from it. Learn and heal from your own bad behavior, because probably that's what has caused to some breakup or loss in relationship where you're seeking new relationship, and that's what's causing this transformation. Hopes and fears, Devil, another pointing towards your own bondage, addiction, your own psychological blocks, your own psychological bad behaviors. Potential outcome, Ace of Pentacles, promise future abundance. But for now, it seems like you're stuck in some sort of a conflict happened in the past. It could be in work, or it could be otherwise. And the reason for that, it was your own psychological issues, your own fears, your own beliefs that could have resulted into that conflict. It could be also that you might be in some sort of addiction cycle, alcohol, food, otherwise, that could have resulted in incorrect emotions, volatile emotions, at times where you were supposed to be more present, and because of your own bad beliefs, your own addiction, you might have been erratic about your own behavior. See, High Priestess is suggesting that the connection between Sun and the Moon, the strength and the feelings, the strength and the mystery. And Six of Chalices pointing towards you thinking about the past. So some sort of bad, I don't want to call it breakup, but some sort of conflict happened. Because Six of Wands is pointing towards you moving past that conflict. The reason for that conflict seems to be your own procrastination, bad behaviors. So it could be a work situation that fell apart because you were procrastinating, or your addiction cycles were not allowing you to complete the task. So Ace of Pentacles pointing towards this task getting completed in the future, while when you get out of the addiction cycles and you're moving forward to a new energy. But before that, there is a Tower in waiting. Transformation needs to be done. Transformation where you lose this own deception. See how in Seven of Swords, you're sneaking away in the middle of the night, not telling yourself about your own bad behavior. That's what it's pointing towards. Devil card is definitely that there's a mismatch in what's going on in your present and how you're evaluating it in your mind. There's a mismatch in emotions, there's a mismatch in understanding of it. And that's where High Priestess would allow you to connect the present to your emotions, to your psychology, and actually make you understand what's going around you and how you can better handle it. Six of Wands do mention that the conflict will be resolved in the future. You'll be able to get past it. But right now, you need to get over your own deceptions. You're deceiving yourself in some way. It could also be like when you keep procrastinating your task, you keep telling yourself, yes, you will get done, but you probably are not able to put enough effort required for the time period, like the time deadline for it. And then going away and drinking or overeating to hide the feelings or the stress of it. So that's like you binding yourself. See in how this devil card, they chains around, put chains on the shadow self. So basically you're binding your shadow self. You're blocking your own progress. And the other scenario, this Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the deception comes in, is that your over competitiveness, your over zealousness of trying to be the best, in every possible opportunities. Your competitiveness by itself is already blocking your path ahead. That could by itself be creating negative energy, negative vibe in your conversations, in your daily situations. Could be putting off people in or rubbing them off in a wrong way. And that's what's probably causing those conflict at workplace. That's what's probably causing conflict in situations where it shouldn't. And that's blocking your progress and your prosperity. Prosperity, definitely, because Ace of Pentacles, prosperity. So it's blocking your prosperity. So what's needed here is connection to self, understanding connection of the present, and connecting it to your emotions and psychology. I don't know how self-aware you would be to do that, to be able to do that. One of the starting points is you can start writing your feelings down about, like, basically journaling. Maintain a daily journal just to keep track of like what's going on through the day, especially if you are going through some sort of addiction cycles, alcohol, food, otherwise. When we use substance to suppress our emotions, especially in those scenarios, do some daily journaling that would allow you to find the present moment, which gets hard at times when we're overworking or so many things are going on in life, or we are over competitive with other people. We tend to lose focus on the present feelings for ourselves. We are just over driven to work and succeed, and this constant running, like this constantly competitive and running world, it's very easy to lose ourselves. It's very easy to focus on someone else and not realize our own bad behaviors that's blocking our own success. So this Tower moment is signifying either a potential conflict that would lead to a setback, or your transformation in realizing your own devil, realizing your own bondage, your own procrastinating behavior, your own addiction cycles, drinking, food, substance, any otherwise. The idea is suppressing emotions, not being present in the situations. That's blocking us to be completely intuitive, to be able to completely use our intellect without getting emotions involved in it. Once you're emotionally secure, and that happens when you're completely aware in that moment, completely aware in every single moment so that your emotions don't overflow into different situations, different moments. When you're present in a moment, your emotions would stay in that moment and that's it. So when you move to the next moment, it becomes altogether a new experience. Similarly, if there are conflicts in conversation, that could have a roller effect of negative emotions to different experiences of the day. It could have a roller impact on your work, roller impact on your family life, roller impact on the next day. And that keeps getting accumulated. Plus, with our over competitiveness, our over zealousness of succeeding, at times gets in our own way from getting around these blocks that gets created by the competitiveness of the world or bad conflicts or situational mistakes. Those all get in our own way from moving ahead. So suggestion is to connect your mind and your heart. Become present in a moment. If you already don't have a journaling or meditative cycles, practices, develop one that will allow you to at least start realizing how you're feeling every day, how you're experiencing different feelings in a moment, and being more aware about that would reduce the roller effect of the emotions. With the reduced roller effect of the emotions, your intellect would have more and more space to be present and be able to use it. So here in this time, see how in Four of Swords, there are three swords acting against you and one sword next to you. So it's suggesting that you need to heal. You need to heal from your own bad behavior, from your own negativity around yourself. On this, devil could also even represent that you being so competitive or trying to get success. It also puts a negative impact at how we look at how much we've already achieved. You might have already created a lot of abundance, but your perspective or looking at it is comparing it to the metric of how you measure your success, which you might not have matched, especially in this year. It might be even harder in 2020. So the over analysis or being over scrutinizing about your own success or how you're working on daily basis, or being over focused just on work and not being able to connect your emotions in every single experience has led to an emotional backlog, which is creating these baggages, these bondages, which is pulling you down instead of letting you set free and create this abundance. So this tower moment seems to be in play in future. You can avoid it by transforming yourself and step by step reducing the conflicts that could lead to this tower moment. And if, however, you choose not to do that, it might automatically happen by you losing a potential opportunity, potential opportunity to succeed further. And that loss of that opportunity would make you go through this transformation of losing your own devil. So one way of going about it is step by step, take steps to improve ourselves and reduce conflicts around us, or reduce negative situations and negative energy around us, or wait for the tower moment to happen and then accept that shock and then go through it. I would not suggest the latter. With a personal experience, I know it's very painful, but I would suggest start taking steps to connect your mind and heart and connect them to the present moment. Realize how you're feeling on daily basis about your work, how you're feeling and what experiences you're going through. Write them down. Find the mismatch in what you would like to do, and then you will find a way to connect to your own compass. And that compass would allow you to move further towards the abundance that's there and waiting. So to conclude this reading, you seem to be stuck in your own bad behavior. You're stuck with your own devil of procrastinating work, of delaying handling your own emotions, using food, alcohol, or other substances to overcome emotions or suppress them, or being stuck or being over scrutinizing our success so far. All of that and your over competitiveness at this moment is blocking you from going ahead. Take this time to connect your mind and heart, the high priestess. Take this time to use this high priestess to connect to the present moment, realize the emotions and the feelings you're going through. Work, family, otherwise. Find all those emotions and feelings and reduce the roller effect of those emotions to the next day. Roller effect being the carryover effect. Try to experience emotions and feelings within a moment and don't let them go over to the next moment. Once that happens, it allows the intellect and the wisdom more space in our head to be used and to be intuitively available to us to create abundance. So in order to get there, you have to transform, you have to reduce your bad behaviors, you have to reduce your bad negative cycles that's happening around you, you have to reduce the conflicts that are happening around you. You have to lose your own devil. You have to lose your own bad procrastinating behavior, bad getting into too many conflicts, arguing about beliefs that no longer matter, addiction cycles. You have to get past them. And at the end, abundance is waiting for you. But you have to get through this transformation. This transformation that would find you an amazing future. So lose your devil, and abundance is waiting for you. I hope this reading resonated with you. And if it did, there is an extended to it. In the extended, I would look at more about your current overall energy and how we can further handle this transformation, what to do about balancing our energy during the transformation, messages from the oracle regarding it, and timing about it. Like when would this transformation, like when is this tower movement expected? So that you have some sort of timeline in how much time you can take to find these bad behaviors and go ahead. So we will look all of that in the extended. The link for that is below in the description box. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and have an amazing week.